Hello everyone, I'm Tom with Stock Navigators, and this is the weekly market forecast for the week of August 21st, 2022. The market action on Friday that we saw a risk up theme across the equity market as the 10-year Treasury note advanced when it's in extreme overbought condition. So the S&P 500 were up by over 1%. This is the worst single-day return since June 28. As you can see, the 10-year Treasury note, it continued to push it up to the upside, and they give it two consecutive buy signal at 29.25 before they climb into 29.98 intraday. But nonetheless, becoming overbought isn't always a bad thing for the market. But chasing the overbought stock can be very painful. So in the near term, we're looking for some kind of pullbacks in this market, and then they will provide you the attractive entry point for the investor. So in the coming week, we will look for the opportunity in the attribute stock that provide the near-term consolidation while avoiding emotional assumption that overbought markets are overdone markets. So let's see how deep they can correct when they hit to the resistance level there. Next week, we will be focused on the Federal Reserve members at their annual meeting. They call Jackson Hole. Could make the headline with the trader looking for the clue on the interest rate high. The Fed Chairman Powell is expected to dig in a bit on and establish the hawkish credential. So the tone from Mr. Powell could shift investor sentiment if he retaliates that the risk of the inflation are more significant than the risk of hard landing for the U.S. economy. So at the plan, the Fed is still anticipated to raise the target rate for the federal fund rate by 50 or 75 points in September, and follow with a 25 or 50 point high in November and December. So next week we will continue to focus on a couple of big name earning report like Nvidia, Palo Alto Network, Zoom, Salesforce, Snow, Autodesk, and Dollar Tree and Dollar General, as well as a Workday also. So we will take a look in a little bit. Now let's take a look on the overall market to see how they look like at this moment. I will look at as you look at the chart here, you see the mini S&P 500. So the market, it have been put it up since June. It continue to put it up. However, they are in the overbought condition. They have not reached to the downtrend line yet, but they are overbought, so they have to pull back. So the question here is how deep are we going to come down? So at this moment, as you can see, we will continue to do ABC down to the downside. So we have a strong support in this level. If they're able to hold up here and bounce back up, we still have one more way to put it to the upside. And if you look at the Nasdaq, it's also very similar, as you can see here. Nasdaq, after they hit to the resistance, and then they pull back down. So in the short term, we can see that the Nasdaq had also continued to push it down until they found some support, and then they will bounce back up to the upside. So in the short term, you can see that a lot of technology stock are losing momentum to the downside as the interest rate it continues to push it up in the last couple of days there, as you can see them. So if you look at the volatility index, you can see that the market also the volatility also put it back up. However, they hit the resistance, they pull back up again. So technically we are still in the sideways, but it's not. If they continue to break this level here, it will be more deeper correction. But if they pull it back down again, so we have a sideways. So the market, it will be a sideways choppy also. Now let's take a look on the Dow. The Dow, it also hit to the level of resistance, so now they pull back down, but the overall momentum is still bullish for the Dow. The Russell 2000 it also pull back down, as you can see here in the bigger time frame, as well as the last couple of days. They continue to put it in the ABC formation down right now. So so we will stay okay with the downtrend a little bit here until they follow support and then push it back up, and then we will see this is the first wave of correction, or this is yet another minor correction and put it back up. We will see, and then we will monitor them carefully. As you can see, the Bitcoin it also have some trouble to go higher. So they go up, but they ran out of gas. They hit the resistance. Now they pull back down. So the question here is if they're able to hold up here and bounce back up. But if they take this low, and then they have potential to get a little bit deeper also. So as well as Ethereum, it's also doing very similar, but Ethereum a little bit stronger. So they are very nice pattern here. So they pull back. As long as found support, they still have a room to put it back to the upside also. If you look at the crude oil is still put it down. However, they have some support here. So in the short term, they may looking for some rebound to the upside. Next week there. So they continue to put it high, low to the upside. Gold it also have a trouble to put it higher. They continue to going down, as you can see here, until the momentum be able to shift it back to the upside. The natural gas that also sideways choppy. If they can clear this resistance here, then it will be more bullish for natural gas. But however, they are losing momentum, so they are still sideways choppy right now. If you look at the 11 sector of the S&P 500, you can see that the XLK technology, they hit right into the resistance, so now they pull back. So that's a normal healthy correction for the market before they can stabilize and find another way to put it back up. The XLV, it also consumer discretionary, it also hit the resistance, so they pull back. Very similar. The industrial still pretty strong, as you can see, they still hold tight to the support here. But if the market in correction, they may pull back down a little bit too. The communication service still push it up, still hang tight to the upside. As long as they continue to hold up at this level there. The material it also pull back down. The XLP, that the strong consumer stable, it's very strong at the market. They try to correct. So the defense stock, consumer stable, they still doing well with a lot of stock. As you can see, it's like Kellogg, so those stock but still pretty strong there, right? And a couple of consumer stable stock they're doing extremely well. GIS, right? Let me see, Hershey chocolate candy, they still doing well. If they can clear the level of resistance, the momentum is still strong to the upside. So that's some of the stock that still hold on to the consumer stable. XLP, as you can see there. Now let's take a look on the another sector, the energy sector. That's another sector that they try to turn around here. So on the way up, if they can clear the level here, we have some more resistance here and up here. So let's see how far they can push it back up. They try to come back and fill up the gap there. Now let's take a look on the another sector, financial. They are doing very well. However, they are overextended, so they need to pull back a little bit. Before they can build some momentum and turn around. Next one is the real estate. It also cooled down at the interest rate. It continued to push it back up, but you can see here. They hit up, right the resistance, pull back down, same thing. So it's very similar to all of the indexes. They put it up, but they are too far overbought. So now they need to cool down before they can turn around. So most of the sector they will follow them. The utility is still pretty strong and high demand. As you can see here, they break out a new high here and continue to push it back up. And you can see some of the stock in this sector, they are doing very well. Like look, energy, right, continue to pump to the upside. Even a couple of the energy, like not energy, but like oil stock, they're doing well. Like let me see the OXY, right? They are doing extremely well. At the Warren Buffett, try to take more than 50% stake of this company, and this one here, they break this level here at invert head and shoulder and put it back up right into the top again. Let me see here. SLU still really strong there, and a couple of them are doing very well. SO, yeah, those stocks are still continue to rumble to the upside. Now let's take a look on the okay, so this one here, this one show all the stock are tied to the XLV, which is the healthcare at the defense sector here. So they come back down, they pull back up, but they couldn't hold on to it, so they fell again. But if they can clear the level here, okay, it will be more bullish for the healthcare stock. But if the market have a trouble to go in higher, then no defense stock here will try to find a way to put it back up. Okay, so let's wait and see. Now let's take a look on the couple of stock. They go to now earnings, so that we want to see where they are heading to. Okay, so next week we will looking for couple of stock like Nvidia. Let me move it. Okay, and NVDA. Okay, NVDA it still have a trouble here, but so a lot of semiconductor they try to put it up, but they losing momentum on Friday. But if they can file a support and then they have a chance to put it back up again. But the semiconductor still have some trouble. As you can see at this moment, they failed to make another high here. So they will pull back a little bit before they can find a way to put it back up. Next one is the PANW, okay, which is Palo Alto Network. They are still hang on very tight to this level here. So if they don't drop, it means that potential the good earning will come out. Zoom it still have trouble. As you can see here, they couldn't live up. It's still everything is still in the downtrend right now. CRM Salesforce still have a trouble to punch to the new high. So now they pull back. They have a strong support here. If they can hold on to it, they still have momentum to put it up again. Snow, SOW. Okay, and Snow it bottom out. They pull back up, come back down. So right now they have a support here. So if they can hold on to this support, they can break down here. They still have a room to put it up to the upside. ADSK Autodesk, it also run out of gas. Okay, so they run too fast before the earnings. So now people take profit before earnings, so they still have chance to continue to put it down here. Okay, DLTR, which is $1.03, which is this sector have been doing well here. So inflation, people are looking for a cheaper stuff to buy. So this one here, if they can hold on to it, okay, be able to break out our trend line here, will be more bull to come for the $3 And let's take a look on Dollar General. They also announced earnings. So this one is something. They have some problem to punch through here, but they run up very fast. But if they can clear this resistance here, definitely they still have room to roll. And the last one is WDAY, which is this one here. They try to run up, but the last 4 days they put it back down. So they have a strong support in this level. If they can hold on to it, I believe they can still have room to put it higher to the upside. Okay, to get up about here. Okay, so I think that's all I have for you next week, and let's see what the market is going to do. So in the short term, we will watch out for the short-term correction, and then they will stabilize and find a way to put it up probably one more before we can have a little bit deeper correction. Okay, so so that's all I have for you. And if you would like to learn how to trade, how to understand the market by using technical analysis, you can check out our website at stocknavigators.com. We have a free webinar there for you to watch, and I will continue to update information for you every week so that you know where the market is heading to. Thank you for watching, and then I will see you on the next video. Take care, everyone.